Be very, very careful. All right, news of the day. Bitcoin hit 70,000 for the first time. Let's get into this. See what Bloomberg Television has to say. Again, this was yesterday morning or so, and I'm just gonna play everything kind of in order and see where all the news is at.
You look at that chart there on ETF flows, though, and you see it just how much BlackRock has been beating the pack. Explain how much love you're getting for the industry.
I mean, this is really unprecedented, Sonali, to see this much money poured into new ETFs. The ETF industry has really never seen 10 funds launch all at the same time with a identical strategy, and it hasn't even been 3 months, and we're already seeing about $9.4 billion of net inflows into this space. That's despite the over $10 billion that have been pulled from Grayscale's ETF. But so excluding Grayscale, every ETF has taken in positive inflows for the year, and I think that's really why we're seeing people get so bullish and optimistic and push Bitcoin up to this all-time high, because there really is demand here for these funds. I think it's taken a lot of people by surprise just how much money has gone in.
Well, one thing that's surprising to me is how rocky of a week it's actually been for Bitcoin. You saw it hit a fresh record earlier this week, or at least surpass its old highs. You saw a big sell-off at that point. Then you see a new high at 70,000. We have retreated from that again. So how do investors really think about riding at the top here? We have still seen a lot of inflows just this week.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen the inflows, and it's interesting because after these funds were approved, we did see Bitcoin come down. So it hasn't been like, okay, all of the sudden the funds were approved, Bitcoin is now near 100K. It's kind of been a slow grind higher. But, you know, I was speaking with Franklin Templeton. They have a spot Bitcoin ETF.
Did you say it's a slow grind? This shit rocketed like 20K in like 2 weeks. What is she talking about?
Said they're seeing a lot of demand from RIA and retail investors, people who maybe through a 401k, an account that they couldn't get that exposure to. Now they're using this ETF as a vehicle. And again, the flows speak for themselves. There is demand. There are people buying despite the volatility. And also the institutional adoption, the fact that BlackRock is around a product like this, I think brings some legitimacy to a volatile asset class.
So is that a joint?
That lady's smoking something, because guess what? That's not a slow grind.